Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Zoe, don't lick me. Please don't lick me. Today, and this was a request from the Dinosaur Discovery. He asked my opinions on Fallen Kingdom, and he asked me if I could review it. And boy, am I glad he requested that, because I really did. Really do like this film, even though I know a lot of people don't really like it for whatever reason. So, where do I start with this film? I actually have a pretty good memory of, get that light out of the way. I actually have a pretty good memory of, first watching this movie. Me and my my mom and my step family were on vacation to Wisconsin Dells, and there was a theater right next to our hotel room, well, near our hotel room, and they had Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom playing there, and we went to see it. And man, the theater was packed. Like, there were people who had to wait an hour just to get inside. Hey, Zoes, why are you looking at me? Like, there was one girl who had one of those raptor helmets on, and whenever the mouth opened, it made a really loud noise. My sister got scared a ton by that girl. Zoe, what are you doing? You're standing guard. Are you baby guard dog? The only real issue I had with the film was the trailers. The trailers showed way too much. Almost half the movie is seen in the trailers. I'm not even kidding. And new dinosaurs. That's the thing with all new entries in the series. New dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. There was Indoraptor. Indoraptor was probably the greatest addition of the part of this film. There was Carnotaurus, returning from the Lost World novel. Baryonyx, which has kind of been a part of the series for almost... Baryonyx would have been what Spinosaur was in JP3, but they changed it for some reason. Sinoceratops, which, if you know your Mattel toys, was actually Pachyrhinosaurus. Why they did that, I'm not entirely sure. Am I missing one? Oh, Allosaurus. Allosaurus came back. My dad's favorite dinosaur. Yeah, Allosaurus was my dad's favorite dinosaur, and when I told him it was going to be in the new movie, he was so excited. And the Mosasaur came back too, which I was really happy to see. Like I said in my Mosasaur review, probably my favorite creature in the Jurassic World series so far. Yeah, let's look at the positive side of this movie. The opening is definitely one of the highlights of the film. And it just seemed like it was, for the time being, it was going back to its roots. Oh my god, go away. Yeah, for the time being, it looked like it was going back to its roots with the horror-esque theme of that really, really cold opening. Because the sub goes in, gets the Indominus Rex rib bone, and then the Mosasaur sneaks up behind, like when the lightning strikes and we see the part of the Mosasaur's jaw. That was really well done. Or when they're trying to leave the Mosasaur enclosure and they accidentally swim right into the Mosasaur's jaws, and it snaps shut and the lights go out. That was really well done too. They actually took one of the most iconic parts of the novel, like when lightning strikes and we see part of the T-Rex's head. That was in the movie. Ian Malcolm. Ian Malcolm's return is definitely one of the most hyped parts of the movie. Like when he says, these creatures were here before us, and if we're not careful, they're going to be here after. Definitely one of the most iconic parts of the movie. What else? Zoe. Zoe, are you okay, baby? Why are you eating my blanket? No. No eating blankets. Carnotaurus was definitely one of the most hyped dinosaurs for this movie. Especially with one of the most iconic shots of the film. You can see it right here. Looks like Carnotaurus is about to eat Owen. Rexy shows up, beats him to the ground, literally. What? What's wrong? Oh, the baryonyx scene. The baryonyx scene might be my favorite part of this movie. Oh, I feel like I forgot another dinosaur that came back and returned. That was introduced in this movie. Oh, Stygimoloch. Stygimoloch, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a Pachycephalosaurus. Even though we could barely see it in Jurassic World on one of the monitors. Are you okay, baby? And like the baryonyx scene was kind of similar to the cold opening, where it's going through the sewer pipe, and the lava glows, and we see the baryonyx silhouette. That was really well executed. And who else thinks that Spinosaurus roar they gave it was pretty cool? Like it roars, and we hear the Spinosaur sound effect from JP3. Really well done. And then there's the whole Indoraptor rampage. That scene was just incredible. Like, they were running through the mansion. They see Indoraptors coming. Oh, and Maisie's bedroom scene. That scene actually gave me nightmares. Me and my friends' nightmares when we saw it. Like, like, when we see the shadow of the horse on the wall, and that shadow starts moving, and it turns out to be the Indoraptor, really well executed. And when we see the Indoraptor's foot go down on the ground, and it starts clicking the toe, oh, so much nostalgia from the first movie. And oh, Compies came back. I don't know if you knew that. Like, they were all over the place on the island and in the Lockwood estate. Now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna go look at the cons of this movie. This movie isn't perfect, I will admit it isn't perfect. Like I said, the trailers showed way too much. What else? A lot of people can think this movie is just like The Lost World. Kind of. I mean, like, people come to the island, they take dinosaurs to the mainland to make... So Peter Ludlow, I mean Eli Mills, can make money off of them. I mean, that, I guess, is kind of like The Lost World, but then again, it just isn't much like The Lost World now. Don't get me wrong, I think The Lost World is a really good movie, but... like, Lost World isn't without its flaws, and this movie is also not without its flaws. What's another thing? Oh, and then there's probably the saddest scene in the entire franchise. The Brachiosaur dying. Yeah, we're going there. That scene actually made me cry. I'm gonna admit it. It made me cry. Even though since my stepfamily, since they don't know Hatteras, since they didn't really care about anything Jurassic Park, they asked me why I was crying and I didn't answer. And yeah, and I wasn't the only person crying. Like, you could hear people crying all over the theater when it rode up on its hind legs, especially when J.A. Bayona confirmed that was the same one Hammond introduced his visitors to in the first Jurassic Park. That really hit a lot of fans where it hurt. What's another thing? actually can't think of anything else bad going on with the film. Also, the T-Rex, the J Park and Jurassic World T-Rex that are actually the same. Did you guys know that T-Rex has only killed 2 people over the course of the films? Donald Gennaro in the first movie and Eli Mills in this one. Yeah, this film is definitely worth your watch. Personally, I'd actually compare it to the original Jurassic World because this movie just used way more animatronics instead of CGI, which is what almost all of Jurassic World was. Also, in this movie, the characters aren't stereotypes. Yeah, the characters in this movie aren't stereotypes like they were in the original Jurassic World. What else? Yeah, like in the scene where they're doing the T-Rex blood transfusion and they're trying to remove the bullet from Blue's body. Both of those were actually puppets, which I was really happy to see. Since the only animatronic we saw in Jurassic World was the apatosaur dying. Like the scene where the apatosaur dies in front of Claire and Owen. That was the only puppet we saw in the entire movie. With this movie, they did what the original did and blended CGI and animatronics, like they did in the kitchen scene with Jurassic Park. That was really well done. Personally, I'd rate this movie above JP3, but below Lost World and Jurassic World. Actually, no. Above Jurassic World and JP3, because I like this movie and it's definitely worth your watch. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe. Leave a like, subscribe. Tell a bunch of people about me. Leave a like. Zoe, say bye to the camera. Okay, I'll do it. Bye, everyone. Tell a bunch of people about me, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.